All right, so we've made it to our next location, our last location in the Tama, Toledo area. And Dad, let me have you sort of introduce where we are at the moment.
This is called Toledo Heights. It's an area on the west side of Toledo. It's their baseball, pretty much, field, the park. Across the street from the baseball fields, it's where I spent about 20 years of doing summer recreation, being the head of the recreation department here. And,
Let's go.
teaching and coaching 4th and 5th graders and 6th and 7th grade, 6th, 7th, and 8th graders.
Yeah.
With baseball.
Yeah. And go ahead.
Diane and Mom and I used to run the concession stand. And
that's what this building is here. The
yes,
concession
that
stand.
that was fun. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
We spent a lot of time out here.
I remember. So this is the concession stand in the back room. Is where they kind of good morning kept the baseball equipment and whatnot. I remember after each season we would end up with like crates of pop in our garage left over from.
Well, those tended to be not very good at guessing how much we needed.
So there's a smaller field here, which is this one over here. Somebody working on their softball pitching, doing a good job, and then. This is a little bit of a bigger field over here on this side of the park, yeah. So lots of memories out here. Of course, from all the way from t-ball all the way up to 8th grade baseball, and then came back and coached as well. Coached 6th, 7th, and 8th grade along with Dad, and. So that was a lot of fun too. I remember so let's going all the way back to t-ball and such. Bo, your good friend Bo Hall, he did a lot of the coaching at that level. I especially remember the sliding practices that he would have for us. Put some water on the grass, and we would all learn how to slide. That was fun. And then a tiny little dog, hi puppy. But yeah, you and Bo, as I mentioned, we're good friends. You guys spent, lots of time out here.
Oh gosh, yes, yeah. I had an unbelievable amount of time out here. That I was the head of the rec department, and it was just. I came out here and would work on the fields and try and make them better. And don't know if I did or not, but I spent a lot of time. I was kind of like my meditation time, I guess. And, that was good. I enjoyed it, and hopefully I did some good.
Yeah, well, there's no doubt that you did. The scoreboards, that one there, and then the one maybe you can just sort of see it through the dugout there. Here on this one, those are here because of you, right?
Yeah.
Remember when
we, everything that was done out here was done. People just asked if, would come to me because we were, I don't know. It just seemed like we were real lucky to get a lot of participation from kids, and parents really got involved, and Mom and I would sell concessions off of card tables.
Yeah.
And they said, well, one of our friends, Bob, was on this Toledo Council, and thought maybe we should have something that we could actually sell concessions out of a concession stand and a storage shed. You might show them that little building down there was the only building we had for keeping equipment in, and they built this building over here.
This is the
most to put the equipment, and We had one of the local businesses would donate the use of a four-wheeler so we could drag the fields and things. And so it was, you know, really some really great help from particularly the city of Toledo and also the city of Tama. You can see the banners that are on the outfield fence. That was a fundraiser idea that one of the parents had and did all the work on that pretty much. But it was a way of getting some money for rec programs and particularly for summer programs.
Yeah. This building, remember when it was built? I mean, it was really nice to have the concessions, as I mentioned, the storage in the back of the bathrooms, of course, on the side. Were good to have, of course. And Dad, do you remember there was a shed prior to this shed being here? There was a red one that was over here. Do you remember that?
I forgot all about that one.
That was
that was a real junker.
It was a real junker. Yeah, there was a lot of mice in that one. Other than what other changes do you remember from?
Oh, changes?
Yeah, to what it looks like now.
You know, they added the
batting cage
down there. That wasn't there originally.
Yeah.
The fences have always been there, but they've had, I don't know if there's, over here they've got foul poles.
Yeah.
You know, that was always kind of a big deal.
Yep.
And then the plastic on top of the fences is, that was an addition as well.
Yeah.
Had a lot of help with not scoreboards. We did have help with that, but the dugouts have had some adjustments made to them and additions made to them.
Yeah, lots of games played on these fields over the years, for sure. And I mean, you watched and coached me all the way from T-ball all the way up. My nephew Tavian, same deal with him. So this place and certainly means a whole lot to our family and to a lot of people here in town. Just a little bit of history on this place, if you don't know a lot about it. It was a German prisoner of war camp way back in the day, obviously.
It was back up in there.
Yeah, there's a building you can just maybe see it through the trees. You can see kind of the pillars right there. That's kind of always an interesting fact. They obviously this area is used for has been used for lots of other stuff. There was what do they call that thing there where the old tractors and whatnot would come out here?
That was
the power show or something like that.
But that's not right.
No.
It was an old-time machine kind of thing.
Yeah.
It was just the use of different early machinery.
Yeah. And we'd run the concession stand. I shouldn't say we. You guys would run the concession stand out here for that. And then Ragbri. Yep. The 4th of July, the fireworks.
4th of July fireworks.
Out here.
Send you guys with wagons to sell popcorn.
Yeah.
And pop.
Yeah.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah. Cool place. And obviously we wouldn't have stopped here again if we didn't have all these memories. Any other last memories that you can think of?
You know, when we had in the 2 times that it flooded big time out here, you can see where the creek is down there. Water came all the way up over the road up here.
Yeah.
This was entirely underwater.
Yeah, when it floods, I mean, this place is all exactly what he said. It's all underwater, and so I mean, that's like you drive by out on the highway here, and you're just looking to see if you can see the top of the baseball field, baseball fence, I should say, and that's how you kind of judge how high what becomes basically Lake Toledo Heights, if you will. So that is certainly a part of it. And I live in Waverly, and they've got ballparks by the river as well, and that place floods a lot. It's a very similar feeling, similar view. I go down there when it happens to flood at those ballparks. The flooding that happens here as well. All right, anything else before we take off?
That'll be it.
All right. I don't even know where we're going next, but once we get there, Dave knows, and that's the important part. Once we get there, we'll chat with you again. See you in a little bit.